Hey everyone, so I've added some new things onto my Mercier from time to time. You all ask me about Mercier, so I figured I'd make this cute little intro so in that way you know what I have to offer on my Mercier and I don't have to try to remember throughout the video to tell you. So you all know my first love is makeup. My first love is actually fashion. So although I have quite a few pieces of makeup, I have added a few pieces of fashion here and there. And I'll probably continue to add them because I need to declutter my closet yet again. Because I make you all so much fashion content. There's some things that I don't ever use or reach for. So I will be adding some more of those. Stay tuned. I do add things just periodically to Mercier because you can check it out at the end of the video. The link is down below. But on to today's video. I hope you enjoy it. What's up everyone? It's your girl, it's your Beauty Sid here, aka Grace, and it's time for a battle of the products. So y'all know every 1 hour and again I'll do a video with multiple battles in it. So today is the day. So I told y'all we're gonna start battling all these foundations against each other. So I got the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation up against the Maybelline, what is it, Lumi Matte Foundation. So we're gonna put these two to the test today. Then I got the new, what is it, Soft Pinch Contour, Liquid Contour from Rare Beauty. I'm going to put it against the e.l.f. here. Then I got my YSL Blush finally. I bought the Peachy Nude one, of course. Who's surprised? And we're going to put up against the Loreal Blushes because if you all did not know, L'Oreal and YSL are owned by the same, like, big corporation. So I figured it'd be fun to try them out and see how similar it is, especially because they want $43 for it versus the $15 that L'Oreal wants for blush. So I want to see how similar the colors are and how similar the tones are, whatever. Plus I thought with the Rare Beauty and e.l.f. it would just be fun to do that, so we're gonna go ahead and do that today. So if you like videos like this, if you like new makeup releases, I'm actually gonna film that right after I film this in my casino video because my casino fragrance came in the mail today. So we're going to be trying that out today as well. But if you like new makeup releases, that's going to be filmed after this. If you like a good fragrance video, I have done Golden, I believe it's Golden Rule by Fleur. I was trying to make it be Golden Hour. I will be filming me next week along with the candle that they came out with. I think it's called Guilty Pleasure from Snif. You can use code GRACE10 and get a discount on your purchase at Snif. If you like a good eyeshadow video, y'all know I have several eyeshadow series on my channel. There should be one going up today and then new makeup releases will go up tonight. If you like a good fashion video, honey, this is the place for you. I do fashion shorts at least twice a week. I plan on doing more. I see you all enjoyed when I revved up the fashion videos for Valentine's Day, but I had a lot of cute outfits in mind that I thought would be fun, and I tried to do different themes of them. I was going to do an anti-Valentine's Day one, but I decided to skip it because I had already done so much content. I didn't want you all to feel overwhelmed, but apparently you all like those, so maybe I should have done it. I don't know. It's kind of late now because it's the 15th of February, so it's over. But I'm glad you all enjoyed them. I have done some longer form content though for those of you all who are interested in that sort of thing. I have done one on TJ Maxx since I do What's New with TJ Maxx every Friday. Then I did one on a brand called Johansson that I really enjoy, that's based in Sydney, Australia. They just came out with another collection, so I might have to push the video back a little bit more because I saw two pieces and I'm like, I might need those. And then I did one on February 21 for my fashion forward girlies who don't like to spend a lot of coin on layering pieces for you to add in with some of your high-end things. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're interested in any of those things. Now let's get into this video for you. Okay, so I'm going to use the Milani primer. This is their version of the Blur Jam from, what is it, Huda. I will say that this type of formula is hard to like maneuver and put on your face, so I kind of don't like it being in this kind of container because, you know, it's harder to do. Even Huda realized that it should be in a different container because when she remade it and put it in her permanent line, it's not in the little jar anymore, so I don't like that about it. But it does pretty much the same thing as that one does. Get into the foundations now. So y'all know the drill. The high-end side is this side, the drugstore side is this side. So I have to do half my face. I'm going to stick to one pump, and if I need to do a half a pump just to make sure I get the coverage I like, then I will. But we're gonna start off with half a pump. And down the middle of my face, I'm going to go ahead and put the Maybelline. So y'all know I always pick like one foundation fully go down the middle of the face instead of trying to do like, you know, a half and half, literally completely down the middle of the face. I just feel like that's a little too much or difficult. So I'm just going to do it this way. Now FYI, the brushes are going to be dirty because I filmed this and then I lost the card I filmed it on last weekend. So I'm like, I'm doing it again. I'm filming it again. And that's why the brushes are dirty. So it's not I'm using dirty brushes and like old product on here. I'm literally using the same brushes I did this first look with. The first time I did this look because I lost the card. So now I only have 2 SD cards. I used to have 4, but I lost 2. So we lost some soldiers, but you know, you have to carry on with it. So the reason I had new makeup releases go up late, or it's gonna go up late, I'm hoping I can get it done and like it can go at 6:30 tonight, is because Adriangameover had a track meet on Valentine's Day. So normally what I would do is I came over here Thursday night and filmed, but I heard it was supposed to be like snowing, like snowstorm here in Chicago, Wednesday through Friday. So I was like, just be safe. I didn't want to drive out here and be trying to do that. Then I end up in the storm. Then I need to go pick Adriangameover from school, and you know, like I don't get back in time. So I just decided it'd be best to like not do it. I was like, I can always just come and film it on Saturday, because that's why I tell y'all Friday or Saturday. Because if I don't get to film it Thursday, then it's gonna be, you know, like filmed on Friday, and then it's gonna have to go up on a Saturday. So that's what's happening today. So hopefully it'll be up Saturday night. Now let's take this Maybelline. Maybelline one seems to be a little bit thinner than the one from Fenty. Like the Fenty Foundation just seems like it's a little bit thicker. Maybelline was a little bit more watery than that one. I actually had filmed 2 in one day, so I'm really pissed because now I have to film that same one again tonight to make sure I get both of those done, so I can still have all 3 of them done in a timely fashion like I want them to be done. So I'm like, oh well, like the show must go on, we got to do it anyway. So moving along, I told y'all we would do like the comparisons, so we're gonna do the comparisons, and you know, I'll survive. I'll just edit them tonight or get all of them on my card, on my computer at least tonight, so that way I don't have to worry about it. Because what happened was I had already made Adriangameover pack the card because it was supposed to be another snowstorm, and then it wasn't as bad as they claimed it was going to be. So I ended up not having to leave, but ended up leaving anyway because I was like, you know, I don't want to risk it, and I have other things I need to do, so I'm just going to, you know, do those and not worry about it. So well, I didn't. Okay, y'all, so remember, this is the Fenty side and this is the Maybelline side. I like the finish and the color on the Maybelline side a little bit better. I feel like this one looks a little more oily and wet, and this one I like the more satin look of this one more. Aside from the fact I feel like this one looks a little closer to my skin tone. Like I always feel like the Fenty one looks red, and I bought my shade, which is, you know, 420, but it still doesn't give what I expected it to give. So we'll just get our sponge on here. Now we're gonna take the bottom of the sponge and do the Fenty side. Then I'm going to turn it toward this side and we'll do the Maybelline side. Okay, y'all, so we're going to use the Fenty concealer because I don't think I actually have a Maybelline concealer. Does Maybelline even make concealer besides like that eraser thing? I had one of them when it finally came out with my shade and used it up, and then I didn't really care about it anymore, so I didn't buy it again. But we're going to take 410 in the new Fenty concealer, put that to the test. The lid on this is getting so dirty because like I have foundation on my fingers and I didn't want to rub it on the sponge. So I'm like, it's just underneath my fingers. Sorry, just on my fingers, and you know, I'm out here just dirtying up the top of this. I'll just take a makeup remover, wipe when I get done and fix that. So y'all, they still haven't got me a new trash can, and it's been like I think 2 weeks since I told them about it. So like I've literally been a month without a trash can. So I'm like, so what do y'all expect me to do my trash? Like I know you don't want to act like I'm in New York and just sitting on the curb of the street, and then you all have to like just grab it that way. So it's like, are you guys in the trash can or what? Like, what are we doing? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, I swear y'all, I hate this damn neighborhood so much. Who the fuck steals a trash can? Like, seriously? But I found out like to replace the trash can you have to like pay a fee of like $36 or whatever. So I'm like, well, now I see why you stole the trash can, because you didn't have to return it. But my whole thing is like, if it has a, you know, they have numbers on the trash cans, like you know, a serial number on the trash can for when stuff like this happens. So I'm just like, Anyway, so here is the information on this Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Contour. While I had to sit up there, I'll just swatch each one of them on each side of my hand so you can see. Okay, this is actually getting pretty deep. I probably could have got the shade before this one because this one is actually pretty deep. We'll see how it looks on the face. I'm assuming it has the same formula as her other, you know, products to easily blend out and whatnot. It's deeper than my e.l.f. one, so that's cool. Okay, so here is what they look like side by side, as you can see. And this is the deeper shade of the e.l.f. one. I left the deepest one here and took the lighter one home. So this is the two of them. At least I'm pretty sure I did. Let me double check. No, I'm sorry. This is tan deep. The deepest one is at my house for when summer gets here. So it might be their deeper one might be as deep as this. Anyway, I usually put this on first and then the concealer. I don't know what I was thinking. I was busy running my mouth issues. I feel like this is going to give you time to play with it, but from what I remember, the e.l.f. one doesn't give you this long to play with it, so it's like I'm going to have to blend these out first and then come back to the concealer. But, you know, it's cool. No, actually, no, I did do it right now. I think about it, because I'm like, I let the concealer sit on for as long as I possibly can, and then I do blend it out, and then I put on my contour, and then I blend it out. So yeah, I did it right. I haven't done cream contour in so long because like I forgot my own method, child. Let's go into the e.l.f. now. One is going to be a little bit deeper than the other one. I didn't bring a bronzer in here, but I have some bronzers in the drawer, so I just have to pick whatever's in there since I didn't think to bring one in here. I knew it was something I was supposed to go in the bathroom to get because I was going to go get a different primer to use. And I was just like, nah, we just use the primer that's in here because I didn't want to get up. And then I was like, I was supposed to get a bronzer too, but like I said, I'm pretty sure there's a bronzer in here. The only thing is I think it's a shimmery one, and I don't know that I necessarily want to use a shimmery one. I might have to get up and get one. We'll have to see. Depends on how I feel. I'm not gonna rush and blend out this contour though, just because the e.l.f. one I don't think gives you as much playing time. I'd be interested to see how this one is going to compare to the Rare Beauty one is going to compare to the one from Makeup by Mario as well. You know, the one he came out with, because I really like his. I think he did a nice job. It gives a beautiful finish and a nice contour, like bronze and combination mix. And I think you're supposed to be able to put his like in your foundation as well, if I remember correctly, because remember it has a pump on it and then it has the wand that you can take out and use, which I prefer. I just take the wand and dip it kind of like I'm doing with these right now. So let each his own type thing, but that's just my preference. Okay, so it blended out pretty well. I'm starting to think I might have been thinking about the ones from Flower Beauty, because that's the one that, like, as soon as you tried to blend, like right after you put it on the face, like it didn't give you any time to blend it out, and that was like horrible. So we already know what else looks like, but I just gave you a quick cute turn. Now let's get into Miss Rare Beauty, Miss Gomez, soon be Miss. This is Miss Gomez. Okay, so I feel like it's, I don't know, I don't like the way it's looking when I'm blending it out. Like, I don't know. How y'all feeling about it? Because I feel like it's just leaving some weird, like shiny looking, like streak thing, and I don't feel like it's giving that much coverage. So, y'all leave it sitting on for too long, and that's why it's doing that? Was there someone that actually needed to blend out quickly? Because, I don't know. Like, I don't like the way it's sitting as I'm blending it. This is the first Rare Beauty bust for me, because like, I mean, I guess it would be the second one, because I didn't really like the setting powder that I got. It was the color though, it wasn't necessarily the product. But yeah, I don't know, I don't like the way this is sitting. Like, it just looks like it's a really like satiny bronze to the face, and I don't like that. So far I actually don't like this. I didn't think I wasn't gonna like it. I normally like her stuff, but girl, Selena girl. Selena girl. I don't know about this. Y'all, I don't know, y'all. But in all fairness, I might have just left it on too long, but I don't know. I feel like it just looks like it wasn't fully blended, especially like up here. Like, I drew the line on, and I don't know if I let it sit too long, but it just doesn't look fully blended to me. Like, you see how this one looks seamlessly like a blended bronze on the face? I feel like this one isn't giving that, and I don't like that. It just looks like the same line that I drew on my face. So I'm like, that's what makes me think maybe I left it on too long, and that's why it's not blending the way I wanted to. Hopefully when I put the powder bronzer on, I can, you know, correct that. But yeah, I don't like the way it looks out. Okay. Now I'm just gonna go down the middle of the face with the Maybelline side. Then I'll go underneath the Maybelline eye with the Maybelline eye, and then I'll flip it over and go over the Fenty eye with the clean side, which is the side you're looking at now. Go underneath the eyes, but everything blends seamlessly. Now flip, and do the other side, and we can do the butt of the sponge to adjust around this area here. Yeah, y'all, I don't feel like I got enough coverage. It just looks like a weird shadow on my face, like a weird glowy shadow, and not like it's blended very well. So I'm gonna need this one to work on. So I flipped it over now for us to do the Maybelline side. And I'm gonna just use the Maybelline side to set the rest of the areas that we put concealer on. Okay, so just clean it up nicely. Okay. My dark deepest. I have two the same powder brush as well. I'm glad I fell back in love with my MAC Mineralized Skin finish, because I just feel like it gives a nice little, hopefully like satin bronze moment, if you will, that, you know, I definitely like. Okay, looking good. Let's move on to Miss Maybelline. The kick up in this when you put it on is pretty wild. I feel like I get a lot of kick up when I use this powder. And I have to blow it off. I'm assuming this is because it's baked. So this is what our face is looking like right now. Trying to decide if I should spray it before I, what do you call it? Get into the blushes and the bronzers or not. But I think we'll just hold off on that. And y'all, so I put my bronzer on off camera to save us some time. I just put on the Sigma Beauty bronzer in the shade Deep. You all know I love that bronzer. You can use code Gelbeauty if you want to purchase it. So let's get into these blushes now. So again, I'll have some information popping up on the side here as I go to swatch these two blushes to see how similar the tones are and see what we're working with. I feel like they changed it up a little bit now because they realizing that people know that they, you know, are run by the same people, so they can't, you know, run with the exact same colors and think they're gonna get away with it. I already feel it for L'Oreal. It's a corally nude. You can see the difference right here. So this is $43 YSL one, and this is the $15.49 one from L'Oreal. So you know, I'm gonna start off with this side. I have my Sigma soft coverage brushes. You can use code Gelbeauty, like I said, at Sigma. I love this collection in particular. That's why I made sure I used the majority of the stuff from it. But I am going to do my highlight off camera to save time. I'm just going to use Flaunt from Rare Beauty since we have some Rare Beauty on. I'm going to finish off with the Rare Beauty. I meant to try out the L'Oreal tint today, but like I was telling you all earlier, I just decided I wanted to redo them in the order I had done them in. The way I had originally done the order of the products in. So, and since I haven't even finished all of them yet to go up, the last thing I need to do is like rush it, because I think L'Oreal one went up last week and I want to make sure this one goes up, and then I still got like the Maybelline and the NYX that I haven't done yet. So I'm trying to pile on a lot because I know throughout the day it's going to wear off, and I want you all to get a good idea of what the color looks like if you're my skin tone or interested. I love peachy blushes like this because I feel like they're soft and simple, and I usually wear a peachy lip, so a peachy nude blush to match my peachy lip will go nicely. So that's why I picked this color in particular. So we're working with. I think it's a gorgeous color. I'll take my little happy self outside when I'm done with this video with you all and make sure I get me some, look at me, I think I'm sexy pictures with it, because it's sexy, it's giving, I'm living. Give Miss L'Oreal her chance to shine. Tell me they don't look similar on the face. Tell me. I mean, I feel like this one looks The funny thing is they look the opposite of the way they looked when I swatched them, because I feel like this one looked more nudie, but I feel like on the face it's giving more like peachy, or maybe it's just the lighting. It's giving more peachy, like corally vibes, like this one is supposed to be giving. I don't know. When we get outside, it'll give a better understanding and look of what's going on with the face. But yeah. This one definitely feels like a little more softer and satiny looking, whereas I feel like this one is just a little bit more of a traditional blush. The L'Oreal one is more traditional blush, and the YSL one to me just gives a little more softer satin like finish to their formula. Maybe it's just me, but that's what it gives me when I look at it. So Miss L'Oreal and Miss YSL. Miss L'Oreal. Yes. Okay, that's what we're working with, y'all. I'm gonna go put on this highlighter. Okay, y'all, so I'm back and this is what we're working with. So I put on my soft matte lipstick from NARS. I forgot the name of the shade. Then I put my Honey Talk lip oil from Elf on top of it, and I put on a brown lip liner. I think this one is from Ulta Beauty. It's the deepest shade that he has. So that's what we're working on the lips. Y'all already know about the face. So let's put on our L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray to finish off this look. If you don't like perfumey smells, you will not like this. Now, it's not as bad as the one Huda used to have when it came to fragrance on hers, but it does have a perfumey fragrance to it, just like a lot of L'Oreal products do, like that blush we put on just now. It has a perfumey smell to it as well. So just keep that in mind when you're gonna try these. They're gonna have perfumey-esque smells to them. But this is what we're working with. Remember which side is which. Remember we have Miss L'Oreal and Maybelline and Elf on this side, and then we have Miss Fenty, Miss Selena, and Miss YSL on this side. So that's what we're working with. I did put on Flaunt. That's the highlighter you see now from Rare Beauty, but I'm really just not liking the way this bronzer looks. To me, it just looks really muddy, and I don't know. So the bronzer kind of disappointed me. I feel like the Elf side looks so much better. But in all fairness, it might just be like you have to blend it out as soon as you put it on, like the one from Flower Beauty and the one from Essence, or else it won't work out for you. Or maybe it's just the shade is too dark and that's why I'm looking muddy. But I feel like I look muddy in this area where we put it on especially. So I'm not a huge fan of it. But we'll see how it goes. Talk to y'all later on tonight, honey. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. This is what we're working with, honey. This is what we're working with. So remember, this is the Maybelline side and this is the Fenty side. I feel like they both look equally glowy, for lack of a better term. I don't know. I don't know. Let's get a mirror. As usual, y'all know I didn't look. I just sat down and pressed the button. But okay, they don't look that bad in real life. I feel like the oiliest place on my face is my nose, but my nose is always the oiliest place. If you're not new here, then you know that. But yeah, so Fenty's looking pretty good considering it's the hydrating side. Maybelline is looking nice as well. They both look nice. I put some random eyeshadow on after I left you all. Thank you to Nina for sending this over. This is a Sydney Grace glittery or liquid eyeshadow, if you will. I just rubbed it on my eyes so I'd have some eyeshadow on in the new makeup releases, because I feel like I never have on eyeshadow on those lately. And for someone who has as many eyeshadow palettes as I do, I should. So I've rubbed some on my eyeballs. And my lip gloss is, I think it's a lip oil from Essence. It was part of one of their like collections in the summertime. I think it was the peachy one. It was obviously summer of 2024. But yeah, I feel like the face she looks cute. You know, she looks nice. I think it did a good job controlling the oil and all that. Only place I possibly see a little bit of oil is like right here and like right here on both sides of the face. So I think both foundations are equally nice. It just depends on what your price point is and what your you know, which grade of product you like. If you want a more hydrating one, then I feel like obviously the Fenty one would be for you. But if you don't mind having the like Lumi matte, you want the luminous glow from within look with a like satin and matte-ish type finish, then I feel like you would like the Maybelline one. As far as these blushes go, I feel like they wore about the same. I feel like the one from L'Oreal actually lasted with pigmentation a little bit longer than the one from YSL. So if you like a lightly pigmented blush, I feel like you would like the YSL one better than the L'Oreal one. However, you can probably just lightly dab on the L'Oreal one and it'll be fine. As far as the highlighter goes, I feel like it held up on both sides pretty well. We weren't really judging it though, so I don't have too much to say about it. But yeah, if I had to pick a foundation, I would probably pick the Maybelline one, to be honest though, just because I like the undertone of it better. I feel like this one is just my summer shade, because I feel like the Maybelline one is more like my true skin tone. It has like the yellow undertone I was looking for. And I'm shocked because Rihanna usually has my yellow undertone going on, but with the 420 in this hydrating one, I feel like it's a little more red, and I don't know how I feel about that. But you know, like in the summertime it'll be fine, but for right now it's not necessarily what I'm looking for. So that's why I say I like the Maybelline one better than the L'Oreal one. Alright, we're supposed to talk about the bronzers. Now, I didn't like the bronzer from Rare Beauty just because I felt like it looked muddy on the skin when I took my pictures. I felt like it looked muddy. It just looked muddy to me overall, and I like the way the elf one looked overall. But in all fairness, I feel like when it comes to the Rare Beauty, I let it sit for too long, and it seems like it might be one of those where you have to buff out right after you put it on, kind of like the one from Flower Beauty and the one from, I feel like, Essence is going to be like. So that's just something to keep in mind with it. It did give me similarities to the one by Makeup by Mario though, so if you have the Makeup by Mario one, that one gives you a little more playtime, so you might want to stick to that one as opposed to trying the Rare Beauty one. I feel like she has a decent shade range though, and I feel like her shade range is better than Makeup by Mario. So if you're not like me and you don't let your concealer sit and then put the bronzer on and then blend it out, or you don't have to do wear tests like I do being a content creator, then I feel like you would like the Rare Beauty one just fine. I personally just prefer the Makeup by Mario one because he has a little pump on it that you can put in your foundation if you want to. So it's more of like a multi-purpose thing because you can put it in your foundation and make it like bronzing drops, but you can also use it as a contouring bronzing combination thing. So that's why it's my personal preference. It has nothing to do with you know, the people per se. It has to do with the product itself, as it should. But those are my thoughts on all the stuff I tried today. So if I had to pick blushes, I am going to get some more YSL blushes just because I love YSL makeup. But I think I like the L'Oreal one better just because I feel like it lasted longer, or maybe because it's more vibrant. Since this one was closer to my skin tone, it's not lasting as long. And I like a pigmented blush, and I like my blush to last. And because I have oily combination skin, this isn't for me. I feel like if you have dry skin or maybe normal skin, you would like the YSL better. But like I said, with the L'Oreal one, you can always just use a light hand, and then you don't have to worry about having as much pigmented blush as I have on right now. As you can see, the YSL isn't giving as much, but you know, that's okay. It's not that big a deal. Anyway, those are my thoughts on all of the products that we tried today. Comment down below and let me know which side you prefer. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. My membership is down below if you're interested, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. Fun doesn't have to stop here. Let's be friends over on Instagram to check out the latest fashion, fragrance, palette comparisons, along with glimpses into my everyday life and the occasional food vlog. Make sure you head on over to Gelbeauty87 on Instagram. It's the same as it is here on YouTube. I hope you have a great day.